Reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita as it is, 7th chapter, Knowledge of the Absolute, text 17. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskritya Narang Chaiva Narottamam Deving Saraswating Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, 7th chapter, Knowledge of the Absolute, text 17. Tesam Jnani Nityayukta Ek Bhakti Vishishyate Priyo Hi Jnanino Atyartham Aham Sa Cha Mama Priyah Tesam Jnani Nityayukta Eka Bhaktir Vishishyate Priyo Hi Jnanino Atyartham Aham Sacha Mama Priya. Tesam Jnani Nityayukta Eka Bhaktir Vishishyate Priyo Hi Jnanino Atyartham Aham Sacha Mama Priya. Tesam Jnani Nityayukta Eka Bhaktir Vishishyate Priyo Hi Jnanino Atyartham Aham Sacha Mama Priya. Tesam Jnani Nityayukta Eka Bhaktir Vishishyate Priyo Hi Jnanino Atyartham Aham Sacha Mama Priya.
Tesam Jnani Nityayukta Eka Bhaktir
Vishishyate Priyo Hi Jnanino Atyartham Aham Sacha Mama Priyah. Tesam Jnani Nityayukta Eka Bhaktir Vishishyate Priyo Hi Jnanino Atyartham Aham Sacha Mama Priyah.
Tesam
Jnani Nityayukta
Eka Bhaktir Vishishyate Priyo Hi Jnanino
Atyartham
Aham Sacha Mama Priya.
Aham Sacha Mama Priya. Word meaning. Tesam, out of them. Jnani, one in full knowledge. Nityayukta, always engaged. Eka, only. Bhakti, in devotional service. Vishishyate, is special. Priya, very dear. He, certainly. Jnanina, to the person in knowledge. Atyartham, highly. Aham, I am. Saha, he. Cha, also. Mama, to me. Priya, dear. Translation and purport by Divine Grace Abhay Charanarvind Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. Of these, the one who is in full knowledge and who is always engaged in pure devotional service is the best. For I am very dear to him and he is dear to me. Please repeat. Of these, the one who is in full knowledge and who is always engaged in pure devotional service is the best. Of I am very dear to him. For I am very dear to him and he is dear to me. Purport. Free from all contaminations of material desires, the distressed, the inquisitive, the penniless, and the seekers after supreme knowledge can all become pure devotees. But out of them, he who is in knowledge of absolute truth and free from all material desires becomes a really pure devotee of the Lord. And of the four orders, the devotee who is in full knowledge and is at the same time engaged in devotional service is, the Lord says, the best. By searching after knowledge, one realizes that his self is different from his material body. And when further advanced, he comes to the knowledge of impersonal Brahman and Paramatma. When one is fully purified, he realizes that his constitutional position is to be the eternal servant of God. So, by the association with pure devotees, the inquisitive, the distressed, the seeker after material amelioration, and the man in knowledge all become themselves pure. But in the preparatory stage, the man who is in full knowledge of the Supreme Lord and is at the same time executing devotional service is very dear to the Lord. He who is situated in pure knowledge of the transcendence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Supreme Personality of God, is so protected in devotional service that material contamination cannot touch him. Om Ajnanatimmirandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Jana Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Sopadantikam Vande Aham Sri Guru Sri Juta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamsya Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatanitam Tang Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakhanitansya Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarini Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare तेषां ज्ञानि नित्ययुक्त एक भक्तिर्विशिष्यते प्रियो हि ज्ञानिनो अत्यर्थम अहम स च मम प्रियः. Of these, the one who is in full knowledge and who is always engaged in pure devotional service is the best. For I am very dear to him and he is dear to me. So, because this chapter, starting from 7th chapter up to 12th chapter, this is the bhakti, pure devotional service is described. And it is beginning from this 7th chapter. So, who can enter in devotional service? In the beginning, Lord Sri Krishna is describing that who can perform devotional service and who cannot perform. And who can at least enter in this bhakti. In 15th verse, Krishna described about the 4 types of people. Those are known as Duskritina. Namang Duskriti Namudha Prapadyante Naradhama Maya Apahuta Jnana Asuri Bhavasita. Those miscreants who are grossly foolish, who are lowest among the mankind, whose knowledge is stolen by illusion, and who partake of the atheistic nature of demons, do not surrender unto me. Then in 16th verse, Krishna told the 4 types of people who surrender, who take shelter of Krishna. They are not pure devotee in the beginning, but because they come in shelter of Krishna, so they are called Sukritina. Chaturvidha bhajante mam jana Sukritina Arjuna artha artharthi jigyasu jnanicha bharata sarva. So there are 4 types of peoples. That is, O best among the Bharatas, 4 types of pious men. They are called pious. They are because Sukritino. 4 kinds of pious men begin to render devotional service unto me. The distressed, the desire of wealth, the inquisitive, and he who is searching for knowledge of the Absolute. So these are the 4 types of people. Those are known as pious, because though they have in the beginning they have some material desires, because in Bhagavatam it is told that akama sarvakama moksha kama udaradhi tibrena bhakti yogena jajatah purusha param. And one can perform devotional service unto Lord Vishnu, even he has no material desires, or akama, who has only desire to serve to the Lord without any material desire, and who is full of the material desires, sarvakama. Akama, sarvakama, moksha kama, or a person who wants liberation. So anyone can perform devotional service or take shelter at the lotus feet of Krishna. So those who take shelter at lotus feet of Krishna with material desires, here Krishna is describing them as Sukritino, as the pious peoples. Because we know the definition of the pure devotee is anyabhilasita sunyam, jnana karmadi anavritam, anukulyena Krishna anusilanam bhakti uttama. This is the pure devotional service. Topmost, that is anyabhilasita sunyam. That person must not have any desire, whether for liberation or any material or desires. So, jnana karma, the jnana is they want liberation, and the karma is they want some material sense gratification. So, devotional service is free from this. So, but these 4 types of peoples, they under the shelter of Krishna, but with some desire. At least Jnani has no other desire, but he has desire for moksha. So that's why in seventh, this verse, today's verse is telling, before Krishna described about these four type of people. And now in this verse is telling Tesang Jnani Nityayukta Eka Bhakti, that of these, the one who is in full knowledge and who is always engaged in pure devotional service is the best. So, four types of people. Artha. Artha means distressed. Artha, artharthi, which is want of money, and jigyasu, inquisitive, and jnani, person with knowledge. So, we can consider the first three types, those who have some material desires, like artha, which is in a distressed condition, he come to Krishna. They may not be pure devotee in the beginning, but who is in a category of that type of pious man? In previous verse, you already studied about these four types of people who take shelter of Krishna. We can take like Gajendra, those of in a distressed condition. He was in Maharaj Indradimna in previous life, and not the same Indradimna who was the cause of manifesting Jagannath. Jagannath, that Indradimna is different. So it is, but still, he is described in Padma Purana, he was Maharaj Indradimna in previous life. But because of course of Agastya Muni, he come to this elephant birth. Because one day Agastya Muni visited the king Indradimna, and Indradimna was in that time he was meditating on the Supreme Lord Vishnu. So he could not respond to, could not welcome him and behave, cannot do proper worship of Agastya Muni. Cannot talk to him, cannot, so he cursed. You are just like an elephant, sitting just like. You do not know how to welcome a saintly person. So you may become an elephant in your next life. So that's why he became an elephant. But because of his previous birth, he has performed some devotional service unto Vishnu. That's why when he was under the attack of a crocodile, finally he was able to remember Krishna, he is Vishnu. Then he performed nice prayers in Bhagavatam. So then Krishna delivered him. Artharthi, the famous example given always for Artharthi, who is Dhruva Maharaj. He came in shelter of Krishna for money, to get a kingdom even bigger than Lord Brahma. His Dhruva Maharaj's father was Uttanapad, Uttanapada's father was Manu, Manu's father was Brahma. He wanted even him larger kingdom than Brahma, but because he came in shelter of Krishna or Vishnu, finally he also achieved his goal. So, Artha Jigyasu, who are the Jigyasu? The sages in Naimisaranya, generally they gave example. Naimisaranya peoples, they are inquisitive, they are asked to Sutta Goswami the questions and got answers. Jnani is like Sukadeva Goswami. He was a Jnani. He was a Brahma Jnani. But because of associating with the Vyasadev's disciples of Vyasadeva, also Vyasadeva himself, by hearing Bhagavatam, he again performed the pure devotional service. So anyhow, Prabhupada is making the point that whether we have material desire or have no material desire, but if somehow or other he have the association of some Vaishnava, the common point here is, you can mark that if what is the main cause they gradually develop and become pure devotee? The main pure accept pure devotional service because of associating a Vaishnava. Prabhupada is writing that associating Vaishnava, this is the main point. When these four kinds of person comes to the Supreme Lord for devotional service and are completely purified by the association of a pure devotee, they also become pure devotees. But these people, unless you associating with a devotee, it is not possible. Why Dhruva Maharaj become a pure devotee? By associating with Narada Muni. Narada Muni know how seeing him, but a pure devotee, he always guide in such a way you can also become pure devotee in future. Murghari, he guided Murghari. Anyhow, similarly Sutta Goswami was guided, this Nemisar and Sajas are guided by Sutta Goswami. Or even Agastya Muni also a devotee. And so in this way, and so Sukadeva Goswami also by the associating Vyasadeva himself. Vyasadeva was a Mahajan, he is not among 12 Mahajan, but still he is pure devotee of the Lord. He is incarnation of Saktavasa, incarnation of Lord. And his disciples, as well, he also become devotee. So unless someone associated with a devotee, he cannot perform devotional service. That's the importance. Krishna Bhakti Janma Mula Hai Sadhu Sangha. That is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's teachings to Sanatana Goswami, also to Rupa Goswami. This particular verse is from Sanatana Goswami. Krishna Bhakti Janma Mula Hai Sadhu Sangha. Krishna Prema Pujaye Tinho Mukhya Anga. This is also the primary limb in devotional service. Because Adau Guru Padasraya, if in devotional Bhakti Rasam Sindhu, Nectar for Devotion is telling Rupa Goswami that Adau Guru Padasraya. Very beginning, one must take shelter of a spiritual master. Either Sikhya Guru or Dikhya. Spiritual master may be a Sikhya Guru or a Dikhya Guru. He may be instructing spiritual master or initiating spiritual. But first you must have association with a saintly person. So that's why by associating a pure devotee, we can learn about the Supreme Lord, Vishnu. He will advise us about this, about the Supreme Lord, to perform devotional service unto Krishna. But even they are kind of beginning, Prabhupada is making point that in beginning, these four types of people who were undertaking the shelter of Lord Vishnu, the distressed artha or the person who was hankering after money, artha, arthartha, jigyasu, inquisitive or a knowledgeable person. But among them, these first three, they have some material desire. But the Jnani, he has no material desire, but he has a desire for what? Mukhya, Sajujya Mukti or any type of liberation. Generally, this in the beginning, King Bhagavatam is telling, Vadanti tattva vid tattvam jad jnanam advayam brahmeti paramatmeti bhagavan iti sabdyate. Prabhupada also makes this point in purport. This three types in knowledge. First stage, they think that Brahman, about the knowledge of Brahman, that is Brahmeti. The Prabhupada is making that Jnani in first stage he knows that I am not this body, I am soul, I am spirit soul. He knows the distinction between Aham Brahmasmi. Aham Brahmasmi, at least he knows I am not this body. This body is made of five elements matter, but the soul is different from it. This is from very beginning. A Jnani, he knows this truth. That's why Jnani has no matter like others. He don't have any desire for. But still he has a desire for liberation, to free from this cycle of birth and death. So that's why above this stage, a person who has the knowledge of Paramatma, he is higher. He is yogi. He is Paramatma. Dhruva Maharaj, he was got the knowledge first in the beginning. He was meditating on super soul. But in gradual process, when he saw the Vishnu face to face, then he became a devotee. All his material desires were vanquished. In the beginning he was so much hankering after this material name, fame, position about Dhruva, like this, even greater kingdom than Brahma. But when and he saw the Lord face to face, and Lord asked, Dhruva, what do you want? Ask. I will give you everything, whatever you desire, I will fulfill. And Dhruva Maharaj told, I don't want anything. Barang najache, swamin kritarthasmin. Oh my master, I am now become fully satisfied. I don't want any boon. I don't want any boon. I was running after simply the broken glasses, and now I already got this jewel, your lotus feet. So that's why this stage is above this Jnani, Paramatma, but those yogis, they have realized Paramatma. And then finally, a person who is achieved perfection in knowledge, then he is a bhakta. Then he understood Bhagavan. Who is Bhagavan? Above Paramatma, there is Krishna, is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, but here is the point is made that among these four types of people who came in shelter of Lord Vishnu, then the Jnani is the topmost. He is topmost. Because he has, from very beginning, he has no material desire. In conclusion, all they become devotee, but still Jnani, from very beginning, he become when he become a devotee, he become a perfect devotee. From very beginning, he has no material desire. That is the point. Here is even a devotee can make anyone, any person, devotee like a touchstone, can change iron to gold. But still, we see the Lord is telling that Jnani to preach the person who has no material desire, very quickly he can become a pure devotee. But sometimes, like you see, Sarva, and he become one of the best devotee. When he become a devotee, he become a best devotee. When Sukadeva Goswami accepted devotional service, he was Brahmagyan. He knows that I am not this body. I am so that's why I am not coming out of his mother's home. But when he come out, then he again immediately run to forest. He has no attachment to anything. But later, when he associating with the disciples of Vyasadeva, hearing Bhagavatam, then he followed them. And when he became a devotee, he became topmost devotee. Even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastime, we see Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was a Jnani, he was a knowledgeable person. But he was not a personalist. He is like, so, but when he is in association with Gopinath Acharya. So Gopinath Acharya, he explained him about the position of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And when he discussing Vedanta with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and preaching, then he automatically become devotee. So in this way, they are knowledgeable person, they are jnanis. They know I am not this body, I am the soul. So, and they don't have any material desire, they know that everything is temporary. Ultimately, one has to leave this body. So this type of people, Krishna is telling they are most fortunate among these 4 type of people. Of these, the one who is in full knowledge. Full knowledge means, what is full knowledge? Who has full knowledge means they have some partial knowledge. Those who are Brahmavadis and also Paramatmavadis, they have partial. But who has the relation that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha, Anadir Adir Govinda, Sarva Karana. This is full knowledge, perfect knowledge. Then this person is in perfect knowledge. Sometimes you may think, oh, why knowledge? Pure devotional service telling the jnana karma, the anavritam, there is no question of knowledge in pure devotional service. But this knowledge is in beginning stage knowledge, that is Mayavad knowledge is not necessary. Or the many types of this so-called mundane knowledge. The knowledge we are acquiring, material knowledge in school, college, universities. This knowledge, this is mundane knowledge. This knowledge has no value in devotional service. Because Bhaktivinoda Thakur used to say, Jada Vidya Jato Mayara Vaibhava. Jada Vidya. This is Jada Vidya. This is knowledge, is material knowledge. Jada Vidya Jato Mayara Vaibhava Tumara Bhajane Badha. This is an hindrance in path of pure devotional service. Tumara Bhajane Badha Anitya Sangsare Moho Janmaiya Jivo ko Karaye Gadha. Acquiring this material knowledge, we simply entangled in this material world. Then we become very proud. Prabhupada used to say to these proud people, the scientists, all these big scientists and philosophers, that you are Mr. Frog. Your knowledge is just like a frog in a well. That's why because they did not know anything yet, they have no knowledge about spiritual life. Sanatana Goswami used to say when he met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu glorified him, that he was a great learned scholar, he was a then Sanatana Goswami telling, oh Mahaprabhu, what are you telling? Grama Vyavahare Pandita Karimani, just in Grama Vyavahara, in the village peoples, they consider me as great learned scholars because Sanatana Goswami, he is Buddhi Bruhaspati, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is telling. Rajamantri Sanatana Buddhi Bruhaspati, he was a prime minister in Hussain Shah's ministry in Bengal, in West Bengal, Odisha and Bihar, there is one state. And he is such a knowledgeable person, Sanskrit scholar, and he has knowledge about 13 different languages. He wrote, but Sanatana Goswami told, but I am such a knowledgeable person, I did not know who am I. Ke ami kene amai jare tapatre, yeha na jani ke mane hit hai. Me sadharan, I did not know this common knowledge, who am I? I am not this body, I am soul. So this is knowledge, but knowledge in different stage. Brahmati, Paramatmati and Bhagavaniti. So that knowledge, that is establish our relation with Krishna. That knowledge means we know that Krishna, who is the Supreme Lord, and what is his energies, and what is our position. Krishna has 3 different internal energy and external energy and marginal energy, marginal potency, tatastha shakti, jiva. And who has, what is the relation between these different energies and the living entities and the Supreme Lord? Who knows all these things, that is knowledge. Detail. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told to Sanatana Goswami, Jivera Swarupa hai Krishnara Nityadas. Krishna is Tatastha Shakti, Bheda Bheda Prakash. A living entity is the Tatastha Shakti, means the marginal energy of the Supreme Lord. Bheda Abheda. He has some similarity and also some differences with Supreme Lord. Told in a quality there is some similarity, but in a very minute quantity with the living entities, because it is just like the entire ocean. If you want to, what is the taste of this ocean water, then you just drop of water, put in your mouth, and then you could understand this is salty. Similarly, quality, this Krishna has the unlimited qualities, but living entity is also a minute quantity, and this quality is also with us. Anandamaya Vyasad. That's why we are searching Ananda, but we are, because of very minute and associating with the external energy, we are finding happiness or in a wrong place. Really one can become happy if he is associated with Krishna, because his original position is to serve Krishna. Jiva Swarupa hai Krishna, but he is serving Maya, the energy, external energy. How can he get peace? So in this way, so this is the full knowledge, one with full knowledge and who is always engaged in pure devotional. If one want to engage in pure devotional service, then he must have this knowledge. This is a Uttama Vaishnava. A Uttama Vaishnava means he has full knowledge. He doing whatever he is doing, serving the Lord, he is not blindly doing. If you are blindly doing something, it will not last a long time. Maybe you, by your sentiment, by your own emotion, you do start some service, but the service cannot start long time, cannot continue for long time unless you have full knowledge why you are doing this. That's why Uttama Vaishnava means Sarva Shastre Sunipuna. Uttama Vaishnava means, that is a Mahaprabhu describing in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Sarva Shastra Sunipuna Drudha Nishthajar Uttama Adhikari Sei Taraye Sangsar. He must have knowledge, in detailed knowledge. And any types of question you ask, you will get the knowledge with the answers, with logic and everything. You can get answer. So that's why he is always engaged, because he has full knowledge. So that's why he knows that what is the essence of life, to engage ourselves in pure devotional service of Krishna. So that type of person is the best person, who is always engaged in pure devotional service of Krishna. But who can, and there are different people are engaging in service, but a knowledgeable person, he is the best. He doing service also knows why he is serving. He is knowing everything in detail. And that type of a knowledgeable person is very dear to me. Krishna is telling he is very dear to me. I am very dear to him, and he is also very dear to me. Sadhava hrudayamayam sadhunang hrudayetu aham mat anyate na jananti nahang tebhya managapi. A devotee did not know anything about anything except Krishna. He fully depended on Krishna. So Krishna is telling that type of person, I am also very dear to him. So he is just like my own self. So he is residing always in my heart, and I am also always residing in his heart. He sees me everywhere. Sthabara jangama dekhe na dekhe tara murti sarvatra hai tar ishtadeva smriti. Wherever he looks, he see Krishna everywhere. Prahlad can see Krishna and even his Ishta, Nrsimhadev, even on the pillar. Hiranyakashipu cannot see. No knowledge. So that's why that type of person who is in full knowledge, he knows that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead and goal of life is to serve Krishna. If Krishna is satisfied, then everything Jasmin Tushte, Jagat Tushta. When he is satisfied, you can satisfy everything. Only satisfying Krishna. And no need of separating one. Just like Bhagavatam is telling, if you pour water in just in the root of a tree, then the tree will automatically, there will be flowers, fruits and all branches, everything will be nourished. Similarly, Jatha taror mula nisechanena trupyanti tatskandha bhujopasakha pranam paharana jatha indriyanam tathaiva sarvahana achyutejya. Just like just watering the tree at root, you can see that you can get your cherished goal, that fruits and flowers, everything. Just like you, by providing food at your stomach, the whole body will be nourished. Similarly, by worshipping Lord Vishnu, Achyuta, or Krishna, then automatically everyone will be satisfied. All the demigods or your forefathers, Devarsi, Bhutatma, Ninang, Pitrinang, Nakinkara, Nayang, Runicha, Rajan, Sarvatmanaja, Saranam, Saranyam, Gato Mukunda, Parihute Kartum. Simply serving Krishna, Mukunda, who make us free from the cycle of birth and death, then you can fulfill, we can satisfy everyone. This is the essence. But this knowledge, or this pure devotional service, one can achieve by the mercy of a pure devotee. That's why the association of a pure devotee is the root. You must, unless you get mercy from a devotee, bhakti bhakta sangena upajayate. Bhaktivinoda Thakur said that bhakti bhakta sangena upajayate, by associating a devotee. That's why Bhagavatam is telling in first canto, in beginning it told, tulayama lavenapi no swargam na punarbhavam bhagavat sangi sangasya martyanam kimutasisai. These people in this material world, what is the most valuable thing for us? That is association of a pure devotee. We cannot compare. Tulayama lavenapi, even in very a fraction of a second, 11th part of a 1 second, it's called lava. Tulayama lavenapi. No swargang no punardev. Such little association with a Vaishnava like Narada Muni or Srila Prabhupada, you cannot compare it with achieving the heavenly planet or even liberation. Cannot compare with this. Because a pure devotee could give us pure devotional service. That is the goal of life. It can be achieved only by the association of pure devotee. That's why Krishna is telling in this verse, the devotional service, that's why I am very dear to the pure, so the association of a pure devotee who is in full knowledge, that is we wanted. Though in beginning, his knowledge is not so perfect, but with association, the other type, the 4 types of people, they surrender in Krishna. A person who has no material desire, he knows that I am not this body, I am soul. And then that type of people, when he surrenders to who is associating with pure devotee, then he immediately accepts pure devotional service. That's why this type of, among these 4 type of peoples, a knowledgeable person is the most intelligent and most dear to me. Hare Krishna. 5 minutes more. Any question? Yes.
In Bhagavad Gita, chapter 3, 11, 12, it's saying that you should be thankful for the demigods. So, how we can understand that here, Lord is saying you should be thankful for the demigods, and here he is saying.
Here they are telling it that in association with human beings, and he created the human beings and demigods, with cooperation they can they can get their things done. Those who have material body, that is, this getting the association of the Supreme Lord is higher. This for the less intelligent. For the less intelligent, at least. Those who are not doing anything, at least they go to heaven. When one gets higher test, they generally give up the lower test.
Prabhupada is mentioning that means whatever you are taking, you are not thankful, you are a thief.
Now you are coming, that is Niskam Karma Yoga. Now we are already reached in 7th chapter, means in pure devotional service. So karma and jnana, and Gita, in the beginning there is karma, Niskam Karma Yoga. Past chapter to 6th chapter, 7th to 12th there is bhakti, and is there is knowledge. Some knowledge. So there is the essence of Bhagavad Gita is the middle 6th chapter. Yes.
Yeah, what is the understanding of Brahman? What is the difference of understanding of the Brahman by the Brahmavadis, like Sukadeva Goswami, and Mayavadis?
Yes. There are two types of impersonalists. One group is known as Brahmavadis and another group is called Mayavadis. What is the difference between two? Sukadeva Goswami was known as Brahmavadi, and the 4 Kumaras also. In the beginning they are Brahmavadis. Brahmavadis, and it is told that Mayavadi Krishna Aparadhi. Mayavad, those Brahmavadis, they are impulse, but their conception is not completely clear. They are still in doubt whether the Supreme Lord is a person or he is imperson. Like the 4 Kumaras, they met in Vaikuntha, in the gate of Vaikuntha, then he saw Narayan pass face to face. Then their all misconception has gone. They fall down at his feet by smelling this. But the Mayavadis, they are simply blaspheme. Mayavadis, the devotees, the others, that's why, because of their blaspheming, Krishna Aparadhi, they become automatic, they remain offensive to their Supreme Lord and also the devotees. Very little, it is very difficult to make them devotee. But Brahmavadis, they can easily become, by associating with devotee and all these things. Mayavad, to make a devotee to a Mayavadi, only Supreme Lord himself, like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu preached to Prakasananda Saraswati. Then can, but still they told, oh, we have already in a sampradaya. We cannot how can we give up our sampradaya? So very difficult to even they defeated. Even Madhvacharya, Ramanujacharya defeated the Mayavadi, but still they did not give up their sampradaya. They still there. So, but Brahmavadis, they can become devotee. But Mayavadis, they are the higher, even greatest offender, because they criticize Vaishnavas. They criticize the Supreme Lord. So that is the difference, little difference between Brahmavadis and Mayavadis.
Mayavadi wants to be able to Supreme Lord. Mayavadi said the thing that they are also Supreme Lord.
Yeah, Mayavadis told that everything is God. Everyone is God. You God, I God, because of ignorance we don't know Maya. Because of ignorance we don't know that we are God. We are God, but we have forgotten. So, by knowledge you again knows that I am God. Aham Brahmasmi. So Aham. You are this. You are that. The same Brahman. But now you have forgotten. So if when you think, when you realize that I am not this body, I am soul, then you become perfect. But that is not the past, this is only the beginning stage. To know that I am not this body, I am soul. But generally, you are only maybe telling, but you have no realization. If someone has Brahman realization, even if you cut him, he will not oppose. But we cannot tolerate even one slap. That means you have no realization. Brahman realization, when he already realized that I am not this body, I am a soul, then he can tolerate like Prahlad anything. Nothing, no. By Haridas Thakur, you can tolerate like Haridas Thakur anything. So, but we can say very easy, it is very easy to say that I am not this body, I am soul. But actual realization is different. Telling something theoretical and it is practical, realization is little difference.
Is it because of bodily consciousness?
Is
Is that because of bodily consciousness? We feel pain.
Yes, so still attachment to this body. We have attachment to this body.
So,
But Maharaj,
Yes.
but Maharaj, if we have this consciousness, still, if we want body, if we want to maintain the body, but this is because that we want to serve Krishna.
And this is the call.
If we want to serve Krishna, so we have to maintain the body. So this is not bodily consciousness.
Ah.
If we want to
न भवेत् ग्राह्य इंद्रिय अतः श्री कृष्ण नाम आदि न भवेत् ग्राह्य इंद्रिय. डिवोशनल ग्राह्य इंद्रिय सेवन मुख ही जिह्वादौ स्वयं एव स्फुरति यथा. Cannot, we are performing service in this body, material body in this beginning, that is stage now. But those who are liberated, so they are doing manasa seva. They can even perform their service in mind. In their siddha sarir, their real swarup. That is called swarup siddhi, all these things. Is a very higher stage. So they know their stories, what is their real, what is their situation in the spiritual world, is their swarup. And that in the siddha sarir, they are doing that service. So they are not doing the Goswamis like, that's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told to Raghunath Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami. Bhalo na khaibe aro, bhalo na paribe. Braje ne amani manada hoya, Krishna naam lobe, braje Radha Krishna seva, manase karibe. Braje Radha Krishna seva, manase karibe. Goswami, they have deities, but Raghunath Das Goswami, he is always doing in manasa seva, in bank of Radha Kunda, is the Prayojanacharya. So, this very higher stage, this is not for us. So, but devotional service in the beginning, we have to perform with this body. Kayana manasa bacha, sarva avasthasu sarvada. So anyhow,
Maharaj, can we, this Brahman realization,
yes.
can we equate to the position of a Madhyamadikari and also to the position
No.
of a Nishtha?
No, yes, he can gradually develop with, but he will have to stay with association of devotee. That is the main thing. If he is associating with a Vaishnavas, then he regularly hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, Nashta Prayasu, Abhadresu. If he will regularly hearing Bhagavatam and serving a Vaishnava, Parsan Bhagavat. You have to associate with the Parsad Bhagavat and hearing also book Bhagavat. Then he can gradually improve. Regularly hearing Bhagavatam and associating or serving a Vaishnava. Associating a Vaishnava means to serve him.
Is this like that Brahmavadi knows that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but they are attracted to the Brahm effulgence of the Lord? Is this so?
No, they don't.
Mayavadis, they don't even.
No, Brahmavadi, they also not. They are not known that Krishna. They have confused knowledge. They think both sides. They told the supreme truth is both impersonal and personal. There is sometimes in confused position what is truth, what is not. But Mayavadis are convinced supreme person is impersonal. So they don't change. It is very difficult. But Prabhupada make a Mayavadi also devotee. In a Rishikesh program, he went to Prabhupada last program. After Rishikesh program, he come back to Vrindavan, then he... So Rishikesh, he met one Mayavadi sannyasi, devotee. One Mayavadi sannyasi was coming into Prabhupada's program.
From Orissa.
No, he is staying in Pune. Krishna Naam Maharaj. People called him Maharaj. He is a brahmachari, but called Maharaj because he was before a sannyasi, Mayavadi. He came with Prabhupada from Rishikesh. So, very difficult to make them, but if such a higher, like a great devotee, or Lord himself, sometimes they convert them. And this, but to Jnani, in order to these Brahmavadis, it is little easier to make them devotee. They become devotee by hearing Bhagavatam or seeing Lord like this, associating with Vaishnava.
Maharaj, can I ask last question?
Yes.
What is how we understand the merciful glance of a Vaishnava? How can we understand?
First serve him. And without serving Vaishnava, you cannot understand anything. Sevan Mukhai. So you have to serve the Vaishnava to understand. Only by the mercy of Vaishnava, one can achieve everything. But that's why you have to serve him. Narada Muni is serving. To whom? In the beginning of Bhagavatam, that's why it described how Narada Muni was serving Paramahansa Vaishnavas. Then he achieved everything. Unless he chhadiya Vaishnava seva nistara paiche keva. Without serving a Vaishnava, who is that person that he delivered? When you serve the Vaishnavas, then their mercy automatically come. Automatically they are blessed. By their blessings you can understand anything. Not by our own effort.
So the distinction between the body we can understand, the Vaishnava is when I am in a man body I worship only. When I am in the man body I serve the Vaishnava, those who are in the man. And when I am in the woman body I serve the Vaishnava, those who are in the woman. In that way, or I can serve a woman or a man also.
Your spiritual body has nothing to do with this material body. Spiritual body is different. All Goswamis are all manjaris. What is their in the material world we sing them as that male. But here Rupa Manjari. So we have nothing to do with this material body. That's why Manase Karive. Praja Radha Krishna Seva, Manasa Seva.
But what basically Prabhuji is saying, considering the social norms, considering the social norms in the Vaishnava etiquette, should a male person serve a lady? So that is what he has.
Male person serve the ladies, why?
Yeah.
Male person serve the Krishna.
Yeah, but it's serving Vaishnava, no? Vaishnava, if a lady is Vaishnava and she is having problem.
What is ladies Vaishnava? No ladies Vaishnava. This is only modern concept in this. We are in following this. Then in the previous life, Mahaprabhu's time, you see all the Vaishnava lists.
But now in the material world, what we can do?
What can you do? You serve your spiritual master. No Vaishnava is there, your spiritual master. You can do anything without the permission of your spiritual master. If your spiritual master gives you permission to serve to a woman, you can serve. But no spiritual master will ask you to serve. No spiritual master, no spiritual devotional service will perform without the permission or guidance of spiritual master. Then this is speculation. If your spiritual master guide you in certain way, then you will follow the principle.
For preaching purpose and other
Any purpose. If you have that instruction from spiritual master, then you, not for your sense gratification. Any service. That is not for your sense gratification. It is only for pleasing Krishna, Guru and Krishna. If Guru and Krishna are satisfied in particular service, then you can do. If the Guru and Krishna will give that service to you and if serving according to their instruction, then you will be safe. You will not be in Maya, because that is blessings of spiritual master. Otherwise you will be in Maya. Ramanuja's disciple, this Govinda, even his mother came and told, okay, he is married, go. Ramanuja gave him permission, okay, you go home. He would not want to go, but because Guru told he go, he went there. But in whole night he was simply reading Bhagavatam. And he's teaching him, he's just discussing Bhagavatam. So next day morning they left to her house. So this is if someone is ready to take devotional service and you have permission from a spiritual master and guidance, then this is okay. Why you are thinking in that way? Okay. Like Radha Muni, Babaji should have Mataji. This is nonsense. This is Sahajiyas. There is 13 types of Sahajiyas. Bhaktivinoda Thakur gave the list. Aulo, Baulo, Karta, Bhaja, Sakhi Bheki, Goranga Nagari, Chudadhari, like so many Sahajiyas. Our principle is not the Sahajiya principle. Devotional service. Okay. It is already time has gone, 10 minutes left. Okay. Question answer time finished. Okay. Hare Krishna.